Hey Forever Pay Squad, I am back, and in this video I'll be talking about trend lines and counter trend lines. So you already know how it goes. Run my intro. Hey friends and new traders, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Matt and I teach day traders just like you how to become successful and profitable by teaching different tips and strategies. With that being said, let's get into this one. Trend lines, trend lines, trend lines. Very, very simple, very, very basic strategy to know where the market is going and when to trade it or where to trade it, because simply you could trade from the trend line. So the trend line, 1 point here. Once you have 2 points, you draw it out into the future. And as you can see, the market did pull back and hit the trend line. Another thing you could do with trend lines is do it on each point on the opposite side, and this will give you a channel. So pretty much it looks like a declining consolidation in some sort of way. It's going downwards though instead of sideways. So with consolidation, pretty much like this, where price is doing something like this. And you just trade it every time it hits one of these points. And as you can see with the channel, it's just moving in this direction. So it's pretty much the same thing, but price is continuing to go lower and lower each time. So all you got to do pretty much what trend lines is just wait for 2 points, and then within the third point, that is where you will look to enter the market. Or yeah, that is where you will want to look to enter the market if you're not already in on the trade. And this is a daily chart just to let you guys know. So the higher the time frame, the better the trend line. All right. So we have that as a trend line, declining trend line. Another thing you want to do is look for points going up. So that is a counter trend line. Counter trend line is broken. Counter trend line. Counter trend line. So if you do miss the actual touch, Once you see this break of the trend line with a solid candlestick, you can enter short, and then you'll be good to go. And just say that you enter short from here once you break this declining trend line, this counted trend line. Say you want to enter short once it breaks this counted trend line. Where you would exit at is pretty much right here. You exit right here, or if you want, throw a Fibonacci on there. So you can exit at the negative 27 or the negative 61.8 retracement levels. And as you can see, this one did hit it to the T, and then it retraced back up. So that is pretty much trend lines in a nutshell for you guys. I'm gonna keep this video nice, short, and sweet. I will give you one more example of trend lines, just so it is simple and clear for you guys. So let me clear up this chart real quick. So you grab your trend line tool in trading view, look for point 1, point 2. And just as a side note, price is not always going to hit the trend line to the T, but you should know like roughly it's going to be close to that area when it pulls back. So you want to make sure you have different confluences always. I can't stress it enough. Always make sure that you trade with confluences. You don't just wait for price to just come back to the trend line and enter, because you're definitely going to mess up. There has to be more to why you're entering a trade other than just the trend line alone. So you have to have another reason. So if you've been with the channel for some time now, you know that there's a forever pay gap right here. So price did come in and fill that gap. Multiple times it came in and filled the gap. So if you're wondering why it didn't come here, it just all it needs is to come to fill the gap, and then you got that trend line as well. Or sometimes price might actually spike above the trend line, but once I said, as long as you have confluences and the reasons why you're entering the trade other than the trend line, then you should be good to go. So always before you enter the trade, just know why you're getting into the trade. It's just that simple. All right, so that's the declining trend line. And we also got the channel right here on the other side. We could just put this trend line right here. So it's not that clean, but we do got a channel going on right here. Yeah, that's pretty much it for trend lines. And counter trend lines, of course, you can see it broke the counter trend line, so you know that price is going further. Every time it's going lower and lower. A small counter trend line right here as well. You can see price did come back and retest that counter trend line. So counter trend lines are pretty strong as well. If you're a new trader, because as a new trader, this is something I used to always use to help me in my trade setups, is counter trend lines and knowing that price is going to move further once I see the counter trend line being broken each and every time. So there it is for you guys. So pretty easy, pretty simple. I'm not stretching this video out that long. So that is trend lines and counter trend lines. And I gave you a little bit of making channels on your charts with the trend lines to trade to and from. That is something new that I've never shown on this channel. So it's funny. I never showed a channel on my YouTube channel. But anyways, enough of the rant. I hope you guys enjoy your day, and I am out. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel, and leave comments down below for more videos. And I am out. I hope you guys enjoy your day. Peace.